Okay, and next we have a tweet from Colin from Clerk. I know a lot of people are using Clerk for their auth, so I just wanted to cover this really quick. I personally still roll my own auth, but if I was going to build something new, I would use Better Auth. I have used Convex Auth for one of my apps, and they're kind of like tearing it down, unfortunately, to go towards Better Auth. So that one's a deprecated one. I'm going to have to move over eventually. But just moving forward, I would recommend Better Auth. If you want to use a paid service, Clerk is solid, but they did have an outage, which a lot of people were very pissed about. You know, in my experience, like these outages are tough, but it's not really the end of the world, but it is like people could not sign in to applications, and people did say that customers were churning because of Clerk. So it's a pretty gray situation. You know, it's not black and white, but it is tough to kind of decide if you're going to use these auth providers, knowing that they can go down and it's out of your control. So they did have an incident, and he basically has a light postmortem here, which says that their database's auto-analyze settings triggered an errant query plan flip, which basically like decides how Postgres itself is going to fetch the data, especially if you have like really massive tables. You can like change how the query plans happen so that you can make sure it's more performant. And I guess they had some settings that made the database go really slow, and then it was kind of bottlenecking and people just weren't being able to be connected. It seems like the incident lasted about an hour, so that's definitely unfortunate, but they did resolve it quite quickly. I did look at their history though, and it seems like they also had an incident on the 9th of February, so that does suck, like multiple in 1 month, but you know, you're gonna have to decide how you want to do your auth, but personally I'm gonna recommend Better Auth moving forward.